Hey, what's up here, gang? Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 40 of the Light and Dark Only walkthrough, and today we're going to talk about focus.
You stay focused.
No, not that kind of focus. We're talking about focusing on just one or two projects.
Show me paint the fence. Up, down.
I'm not going to show you paint the fence, old man. You can get someone else to paint your fence. I have to show my YouTube channel how I'm working to address the mana shortage in Summoner's War. I've been building a speed GB10 team. It's almost ready, and I want to show how I've done that. Okay, so here we are back on my LD only account on Global, and we're just finishing up another 10 run of Giants B10. You know, Com2S had that big update just a little bit ago where they gave us a lot of quality of life improvements. But one thing that has happened since then is that mana is in short supply. It takes 4.2 million mana to take plus 12 runes to plus 15 on one monster. And so I went from having a decent amount of mana to almost none all the time. So I've been working on creating a speed GB10 team using my LD only account. And it's required a lot of focus. I've been working on this for about 2 weeks. So you can see here my average was 1 minute and 10 seconds there. So I have a Giants Abyss hard team that is pretty stable, fails once every 50 runs or so, but it takes anywhere from 2.5 to 3 minutes. It's really hard to make mana that way. And every time I tried to speed up my Giants Abyss hard team, the failure rate would go way up. And so I need better towers, better runes before I can do that. So the intermediate step is to make a speed GB10 team where, yes, I'm still getting good runes here and there, but the idea is to just take my average time, which was around 1 minute and 40 seconds, 1 minute and 50 seconds, and I want the average time to be below 1 minute. I don't know how much lower below, but that's the goal, and we're almost there. So 1 minute and 10 here. Let's roll this and see where this goes. I know it's an energy rune, but I was just about to say, as long as it doesn't roll into defense, it's a really good rune. I don't know. I'll keep that around for a little bit. That's disappointing. God, like triple speed or triple crit rate would have been amazing. And so you can see this is the team. Fami's the leader with that 25% crit damage bonus. And then Mantura, Lyn, Kro, and Vero. This has worked out to be a really good team. I spent 2 weeks trying all kinds of different combinations with Elsharion and Ashir and Fran and Helia. I had some teams that were a little bit quicker, but their failure rate was way too high. And so I've been running this team now for about a week, and I honestly do not recall one fail. There have been a couple of close calls, but the beauty of this team is that both Fami and Mantura, and of course, as we're filming this, we might get our first fail. Okay, that is the closest it has ever been in the last week. I don't know what it is about filming something that makes it want to fail. So one of the things I really like about this team is that when you get to the boss, both Fami and Mantura do AoE slow. And so you're looking to get that slow on the left tower. And also Vero does AoE attack bar reduction, which reduces how often the tower puts the attack buff on your team. Now, in that particular run, we actually never got the attack speed slow on the tower, but it still didn't get the attack buff up on the boss. Fami also does an attack power break, and she typically lands that on the boss. So even if he does get the attack buff, he almost always has an attack power break on him, which negates the attack buff. And so the giant does not do nearly as much damage. So here we are at the boss again. We immediately got a slow on the tower, so this should be a pretty safe run. And we already got the defense break on him, so we're going to be seeing big damage. And there we go. The attack buff didn't even go up. 1:06. And my best time with this exact team is 52.4 seconds. And so, and where it's slow right now is actually in the waves and on the mini boss. And that's because Fami, Vero, Mantura all still need better runes. So we'll go through the runes in a minute, but even with only what I consider decent runes, we're able to get under a minute once in a while, and our average has been right around 110, 115. And I really do think with this exact team, with just a few more grinds and a few more tower upgrades, our average runtime will be below a minute. And I'll report back on that in a later episode. So here we are at the boss again. We've already got the attack speed slow on the left tower, which is what's important. Vero cleanses off the defense break. We're in a very safe situation here. The boss is unlikely. Yeah, so the boss doesn't even get the attack buff up. So that's how quickly we kill the boss. And so Lyn, Kro, and Vero just do big damage against the boss. He doesn't have an opportunity to move. So it's speed tuned, where Mantura goes first to put that AoE defense break up, and he's pretty good about doing that on wave 1. And then by the time you get through wave 1, you come into the mid-boss, and the defense break is ready again. Lyn takes out almost half the HP. Kro does some damage with his team up, and then you're through the mini-boss. And then usually the attack speed slow AoE from Mantura goes up on the third wave, and then it's just a matter of killing off these golems that kind of slow you down. And once we get better runes on Mantura, Fami, and Vero, the waves should go quicker. And that's where we'll save a lot of time. The boss is actually fairly quick already. You know, this is our second time through, and he even does his big return damage there. Doesn't matter, he's dead. See, we missed the defense break. And Fami is also a backup defense break, but right now she's frozen. And so there's 3 defense breaks on the team, and usually one of them will land in the first round, and then the mini boss goes down fairly quickly. It's just that when that defense break is missed all 3 times, you get slowed down at the mini boss. There we go. AoE slow again. Now we're looking to get a defense break on the boss. There it is. The left tower is about to go, and it resisted the attack bar reduction. Doesn't matter. And we even have a strip on Mantura, so if the attack buff does go up and it's Mantura's turn and doesn't use skill 2 or skill 3, Mantura has a pretty reliable strip that will take that attack buff off. So I really love this team. I think it's one of the best ones I've made on this LD only account so far, and it's a lot of fun to watch and to see it be really consistent. You know, maybe it's failed once in the last week, but I don't remember that. I just remember it just always. I set my phone down. I let a 10 run happen. 10 to 11 minutes. Well, yeah, around 11 minutes later, I come back, and it's done. And I sell a bunch of runes and move on. Mana being so important now, I think if you're really trying to get ahead on an LD only account, you really need to have one rune dungeon that's fast. Doesn't have to be giants. In fact, a good one might be Necro. But my Necro team is still around 2 minutes, and I didn't see a way to make that team faster. So I went with giants. So there we go, 130,000 mana and a 108 time. So we are inching closer and closer to that sub 1 minute mark. That's my goal. And I think we'll hit it within a few days, I think. Here's Fami. She's the leader. And you can see she's almost 1800 attack, 17k HP, which helps her survive quite a bit. Her defense is horrible. She needs better defense. Speed is fine. And then pretty good crit rate, pretty good crit damage. She has decent accuracy so that she can land her attack speed slow on the tower. In fact, I think... No, I don't have any accuracy in artifacts. That's another way she could be improved, because she does miss her attack speed slow occasionally. Right now we've got more crit damage, basically all damage here. A little bit of damage reduction here. The minus 16% water really helps against the boss and the mid-boss. And then a little more damage. In fact, we don't need, well, no, we're going to leave this damage taken from fire because I'm probably going to use her in dragons. So she's on speed, crit damage, attack. And I went for a lot of crit rate, a lot of crit damage, a lot of attack percent in subs. And I also, she was dying really quickly, so I also switched some runes out to give her some more HP percent. You can see I'm waiting on it, HP there, and HP there. And those are, all three of those are rage. And I'm actually thinking once I get that one grinded, I will probably actually switch this HP percent to an attack percent and grind it so that she can do more damage, because she does a pretty decent amount. But it will be better if I can add some more attack in. So that's Fami. And if your rune quality isn't as good, you can make slot 6 an HP percent with some attack, speed, crit rate, crit damage, and subs. And she'll do less damage, but she'll be more stable for the runs. She is the only one currently that dies once in a while. So, and then I've got 2 Veros. This is the one I'm using in giants. Speed, crit damage, HP, and you can see only a 4% grind there. That one's not too bad, although very high defense, but kind of a low grind there, low grind on HP. Need grinds for everything here. Need an attack grind here, speed, and then just a better HP grind here. But you can see there's several places there we can grind in some more attack for Veramos, and I think that will make him work a lot better, do a lot more damage. And he's 82% crit rate, 190% crit damage. I'd like to get both of those a little higher. Accuracy is fine at 72, including, so we've got another 4% accuracy in artifact, and more damage, a little bit of crit damage reduction, higher defense as he takes hits. Damage dealt on win is useless. I can change that out. I can't change it out because of this one. He needs a better artifact on the left side for sure. And here's Kro, which I seem to use Kro everywhere. But this is the standard build. Attack, crit damage, attack. And then attack and HP artifacts. And he's waiting on better HP grinds as well. 1, 2, this one could be better, 3, and this one could be better, 4. So if I can get those 4 HP percents grinded, then I can switch out this HP artifact for an attack artifact, hopefully with better substats, and then Kro will do a lot more damage. Here's Mantura. He's on Despair Shield, and the shield is probably not needed for GB10. Maybe for Giant's Abyss Hard if I use Mantura, which I probably will. But maybe in GB10 I could put a fight rune set here. But you can see plus almost 24k HP, some attack, some defense, pretty good speed. Mantura moves first so that he can do his defense break, and then Fami will follow up with her skill 2 in the ideal situation. We want to eventually get Mantura on a crit damage build, and I think that's where we get the average run below 1 minute all the time by doing that. I think just that change alone would be enough. So here's Lyn. She's on HP, crit damage HP, and she needs HP subs. And I'd eventually like to get it to where, so she's around 30k HP, and she rarely dies on this dungeon. I'd like to eventually get to the point where I can get one of her HP percents moved over to an attack percent, and she'll do even more damage. So that's another way we can get below that 1 minute goal. The last summoning session I was very disappointed. So I've managed to save up 5 LD scrolls with a few others. Other ones don't matter much unless I get a nat 5 out of it. Let's get started. Let's see if we can pull a nat 5, a dupe nat 5. Not very likely. I don't even summon most of my mystical scrolls on camera anymore. That's a Triana. So she's related to a fusion monster, Harmonia, so I can use her to feed her for LD pieces. There's a high elemental, which I actually need those B pieces as well. So anytime we get fusion monsters or monsters that can be fused, or their relative can be fused, that's good for LD pieces, so we'll take that. Let's see if we can pull a nat 5. It's a Chakram Dancer skill up. If we can, maybe that means we're getting Belita. That would be nice. Not too likely, but you never know. And there's another fusion relative. So, but here we are. Okay, Vero, give us some luck. This is what we need. We got 5 pulls. 1 new toy, please. That's all I'm asking. 1 new toy. Come on. What do we got here? Dark Lizardman. That is not new. Oh, I was hoping for a lightning. I didn't want to say it. And Dark Minotaurus. All garbage. This week we actually have 2 nat 5s that are dupes. And so we're going to double check on that. There's the Fire Dragon, and there's Panda. One of the most valuable things to save up for LD only accounts are these engraved summons. If you can get a dupe nat 5 from your engraved summons, where you're only able to summon 1 of 3 nat 5s, and so in this case we already have 2 of them. So if we hit a nat 5, then we can get 3 more LD scrolls. So 60 summons here, 76, 77 summons. So we've been saving for a while, waiting to have at least 2 of the 3 nat 5s in the list to be dupes. We're just looking for lightning. Here comes nat 5. No, but that's a fusion monster, so that gets us LD pieces. And this is also the Assassin week. That's another reason I was looking at this one. If I could pull a couple of Assassins, that would be really nice. Lightning. Blade Dancer. I don't know if my Blade Dancer is fully skilled yet or not. So if she's not, then that's good. Verisa definitely would be better if she's not fully skilled up. Lightning. Fusion monster. Lightning again. Assassin skill up. Outstanding. So this is why you save your pieces. Back-to-back lightning. Triana, although that helps get LD pieces, so I'm not going to complain about that. Another lightning. Yes! So this is exactly why you save engraved summons, so that you can get these dupe nat 5s. So awesome. That is, now we're going to see if it pays off, but we'll see if we can't get another one first. Come on, another panda. Triana, that's LD pieces. It's okay. Another assassin skill up, so this has been really profitable. More dupe nat 5, that would be awesome. Lightning. Oh, dang it. Although we'll take it because now I have him, and the next time I pull him, he'll be a dupe. So, but that's okay. Okay, we got one legendary engraved summons. So can we get at least an assassin? Please give me an assassin. That would be awesome. If not, give me another dupe nat 5. Barbaric King. And we actually can we get 4? We can. So we actually get 4 LDs. Okay. So we're getting our 4 LDs. Okay. Just a new toy. That's all I'm asking. Just a new toy. Lightning would be awesome, but just a new toy. Lightning! Oh, that is an excellent pull. Okay. Dungeon leader skill, speed lead, which could be important. Not 100% sure, but I'm going to build this immediately for R5 because increases his critical rate with skill 1, so he doesn't need to be built with a lot of critical rate for R5, and then attacks all enemies with a cyclone 2 times and has a 40% chance to increase the enemy's chance of landing a glancing hit for 2 turns. And then this one will absorb attack bar, and so the team that he gets put on in R5 is going to be protected better. And this allows me to remove Mook Wall as a monster in R5 because the only thing that Mook Wall does is a little bit of attack bar reduction and then a strip, which doesn't matter, and his glancing hit. So he's going to replace Mook Wall. That's awesome. So really nice. Lightning on the first. So totally paid off. Get an F5, dupe, feed it for LDs. You get a key piece to your R5 team. That's just awesome. Oh, such a good summoning session. Light Penguin, he's not useful. There's really no reason to have a dupe of him. Oh, wrong color. I want the light one to test him in Giants Abyss hard. So disappointing. Come on, light one. Yeah, light golem. Okay. 1 good summon out of 4. We will take it. Ooh, okay. Excellent. Now we're going to come here. And we're going to use this on this dude. Oh, that's outstanding. And I can fuse skill ups for his. Oh, he's going to be so good. He's going to be awesome. We will probably update you with my new R5 teams once we get him built and fully skilled up. So thanks for watching. I hope you're excited as I am. We will see you in the next one.